Hey, America, how are you? My name's Mark Cerati. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. Not sure why I'm doing this. I only put it off for like 12 years. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a two-time federal whistleblower. My older friends all know who I am, and the deal was defense fraud in 85 and a Title 50 experiment where they tried to kill me for blowing the whistle in 85. And they kind of con me into a factory toxic tort. It's a nice way to say it's a crime. Screw the tort shit. It's a crime. So anyway, yeah, one person died at least, and then they laid the rest of the sick off. When I made them shut it down, I found out what they were doing. What is a Title 50 experiment? I hope to end that here too. Title 50 experiment is bioweapons research using the American public. They claim it's illegal. It was Title 50 USC, Section 1520. Now they repealed it. They claim in 2004, but it wasn't actually implemented or even thought about being put on the books until 2007. I had actually filed an SF-95 federal tort in, I think it was 2005, early. They refuse to discuss it. It doesn't matter. They won't discuss it because it's treason. I can't even get anybody to admit they read it, but yet they did read it because they distributed it to about every department in the United States. And then refused to discuss it. I went to McCaskill and Bond and sent them a letter saying Alberto Gonzalez and the Department of Justice would not discuss it. And they told me I had to have faith. They wouldn't send me anything in writing. They told me on the phone I had to have faith in Alberto Gonzalez. Yeah, well, he was forced to resign a week later. That's how crazy it is. So anyway, I'm going to need some help. I do not want any pity. I do not want any charity for my friends, my family, my acquaintances, especially those who've known about me for all these years. I want to thank them. I want to thank all of you for being my friend. I want to say hello to the people out at Naval Air Rework Facility. It's now called NADEP, Naval Depot. It's out in Coronado, and if any of the guys still there remember me, I'm sure they might, because I was pretty much, let's just say I was told I was stirred up the most shit on that island forever, in the history, unless there's been one. If anybody stirred up more than me, they're probably dead. I'm surprised I wasn't dead. They tried to kill me a few times back there, and I asked him to put a gun to my head and told me they'd kill me if I got near the base. The United States government's pretty friggin' nuts. Okay? I mean, Hillary and Trump, really? That's what it's gotten to. And it's kind of scary. It really is. I'm not voting for either one. I don't care who you vote for, because one of them's going to win, and they're both crazy. They're both pathological lying narcissists. And Hillary's a terrorist on top of it, doing Syria, what she did. I don't know. I have to, I don't care who you vote for. One of them's going to win, and it does affect people like me, though. There's no getting out what it is. I was disenfranchised at the age of 46. 2005, that was. And I haven't worked since. I had a job. Before getting disenfranchised, after I blew the whistle and made them shut down the toxic experiment that was killing and causing people to lose organs, I went to the police, the FBI, and the DOJ, and they told me it was legal. They didn't tell me the law at the time, but they told me it was legal for the Defense Department to kill us. Or you. And I was a quality engineer manager. I was a quality manager there by profession, and a certified quality engineer previous. And I knew exactly what they were doing. And they were going to use it. They were going to put it, they simulated the atmosphere as far as gasoline toxins. We're talking benzene, ethylbenzene, ethanol, butyroxy. I did 2-butoxyethanol, I'm sorry. Monobutyl. They had, and xylene, which is a neurotoxin. They put that atmosphere in there, and they put extra chemicals in there to, it was a biodiversity, based on they put chemicals in there based on genetics, and how they would affect certain races. Not a pretty picture. And what amazed me, years on, I didn't even think about it at the time, but when I talked to the police, they never asked me what I witnessed. They didn't care. They don't want to know. I mean, they made that clear. They don't want to know. They knew it was going on. They knew it was legal. They didn't want to know. So, yeah, I could use some help if there's a law firm out there. Should have done this years ago, but, I don't know who they'll kill. I have not led a normal life since. I've been very cautious because, like I said, they did try to kill me a few times, and I don't know. I just don't care anymore. McCaskill, Blunt, Wagner, Clay, all of them. They are all insane, okay? They are insane. They're criminals. They're terrorists. I might make a series of videos. I'm pretty knowledgeable about what goes on. I got to sit around for a dozen years and watch it, okay? Whether it be term limits, yeah, term limits should be enforced. Health care, like, eliminate the Title 50, poisoning the public and causing illness. But it does save them pensions, Social Security, and they get to steal retirement funds while you try to stay alive. It's good for them. It's bad for you. And then do a Pareto analysis on what's left. As far as the major causes of illness. Most causes are environmental. And by that I mean food, water, air, prescription drugs. But putting that shit in there right now is actually legal, according to our government. And this came from a supervisory FBI agent. He explained how it all works. I understand it. Their position is that it's legal. Congress passed a law to let them kill us, and that is the law. Therefore, they have to obey it. Yeah, unconstitutional law, that's blatantly treason, but they have to obey it. We got the war on drugs, and you know what? I'm kind of insulted. I really am insulted. You go to Facebook and people are blaming the addicts. They do drugs, cut them off welfare. Oh, let's create clinics. And you got people fighting for, to drop them off, don't ask, don't tell, at the hospitals if they OD or, have the police carry Narcan. And the police, especially our two chiefs here in St. Louis, they're a friggin' joke. All right? Really? You want to know how to spot your kids on drugs? Your job is to go out and arrest the importers and the wholesalers. Our mayor knows who all the drug dealers are because he called them in to ask them to reduce the violence. Mayor Slay. Really? Well, if you know who they are, why aren't they in jail? Why aren't you tapping them phones? You've got an illegal stingray system or system similar to it. Why aren't you arresting these people? Why aren't you tapping their phones? Why? And find out where, because they're your friends, that's why. These importers are, bankers, judges, lawyers, and probably politicians as well. The police watch over the drug rings to make sure that everything goes down smooth, and I'm sure they're getting their cut. I've seen it, personally. So, yeah, put them in jail. Really, knock it off. The corruption in this country has gotten so bad, everybody's disgusted. Let's face it. We're broke. There's no ethics. There's no morals. There's nobody you can trust, and never trust a doctor or an attorney in this country. Once you're a federal whistleblower, you can bank on that. I went through 36 doctors. I was actually 300 pounds. I've lost 100 pounds. I stayed away from doctors. Once I got out of that environment, they couldn't explain, why I was so screwed up. My lungs, my colon, my liver, my everything. My bone marrow was starting to skew. Yeah, they couldn't explain it, so all I got was a bunch of lies. Nurses call me up pre-op and go, your medical record makes no sense. I tell them, just let it go. You want to keep your job. Yeah, I've been pretty mellow. They discredited me, like I said, and I don't know. I'm just talking into this damn camera. I don't, you guys know me. The ones that do know me. I got lots of acquaintances and friends. But yeah, yep, defense fraud in 85, and I actually shut down a toxic experiment by the DOD in a factory at 5043 Farland. The old General Cable building, which is now Associated Equipment. The CIA DOD guy who was running it, they came in like 6 months after I did and started this experiment. Believe me, I didn't know what he was doing. I knew something was wrong, but when I did figure it out, those that had figured it out before me, because when I figured it out they knew. They had walked. You know, when you're confronted with, you know, your coworkers, 40 people, being poisoned like that, me being one of them, and you find out. Do you talk? Do you walk? Or you join them? I mean, what's the deal? It wasn't an offer to join them, and I wouldn't have because they already know me. I'm kind of a Boy Scout, and I, as a father and a vet, and I'm a Navy vet. You know, I didn't fight for this country so my government could kill its citizens. I didn't do it. I don't respect this government. I don't respect our police. They're thugs. They just renamed a park near me after a cop, and you know, I feel sorry for the guy. You know, he showed up, but what happened? Well, they broke the law by not having cameras. No dash cams, no body cams, and nobody says a word. For all we know, hell. His partner could have glanced at, you know, they could have attacked the guy, and his partner glanced one off the glass and shot him in the head. Who knows? Who knows where he was shot? I mean, I heard 3 different official versions from the Post of what happened that night. And they also said his dad, the so-called suspect's dad, he raised him to be grateful to the police and to service people. Now they're basically labeling him as a terrorist almost, you know, saying the neighbors filed warrants against him, protective orders against him. It turned out the protective orders were filed after the shooting. It was by a cop and her fireman husband. They both filed one, if you read the details, and they live 2 miles away. So yeah, something's wrong here. No disrespect to Snyder or his family, but I live here. They kidnapped me off my porch in 2013 on Veterans Day. Back in 2013, like I just said, and I came home from a really nice weekend with the girlfriend, and they said, "You're going with us." I said, "Why?" We don't need to tell you. You're going with us. We have orders. I said, "Can you got a warrant?" And they said, "No." I said, "Can I call a lawyer?" They said, "No." I said, "Can I call a friend? So at least they know why I'm about to disappear with you people." They said, "Yeah." And so I did. And I said, "If I run, are you going to beat me?" And they said, "Yes." These are the people that you want to respect. I'm sorry. I mean, I've watched cops protect drug deals. I know the shit that goes on. I watched them cover up first-degree murder. I don't like them. Okay? Yeah. I mean, yeah, they do good things. They protect those that are. You know, they'll come 20 minutes after there's a shooting by your house or you're getting robbed. They'll show up. But if they'll protect their bosses first. Their criminal bosses, the real criminals, the politicians, the bankers, they will protect them. So I don't respect them. You know, you either follow the law or you follow orders. Which is it? You know, and if it's I'm going to follow orders over the law, knowing it's wrong, then you're a Nazi to me. Same thing. We followed orders. You know, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I think I will. I think I'll make some more videos and I'll explain Benghazi. I read all over the world about it. Everybody pretty much knew what it was a month after and what had happened, except here in the U.S. They had eight investigations and still can't tell you what the hell was going on. Well, that's because it was nothing but a CIA compound. That whole consulate, it's all bullshit. It was a CIA Special Missions compound. And once you realize what it was and what they were doing, well, there's no question that they didn't call in reinforcement. I'm not defending Hillary. I think she should be hanged with all of them that committed international terrorism. You know, she was allocated $40 million for the State Department to collect the weapons and destroy them from the Libyan coup we did there. Yeah, they destroyed the ones that were broken. The rest of them they shipped off to Turkey and Jordan to be inserted into Syria. I'll tell you the whole thing. And yeah, we fund ISIS. We are ISIS. So when it comes to ISIS, I can do a whole spiel on that and how that all worked out and how the media is full of crap here. And yeah, Syria, immigration, reduce legal permanent residence. They make 1 million immigrants legal here a year, or had for years and years. Under Bush, it averaged over 1 million a year, plus another 1 million that came in illegally. That's ridiculous. Cut the legal in half, and we'll cut out all illegals. Cut out the legal in half at least until a policy gets implemented where you basically have only needed, necessary, high, what do they call them, HB1 or something. The people that are special intellect, special talents, special skills. Bring them in. And only bring them in when unemployment is 5% above structural. Duh. Makes sense, doesn't it? If you got unemployment here and it's over 5% above structural and frictional, then and only then can you start bringing them in. It's just crazy. Yeah. And as far as the election fraud, sure, there's election fraud. I can tell you how the butterfly ballot, I can tell you how fraud works. There's a couple different ways. I can tell you how it worked here in Missouri. And the electronic balloting, the system is closed loop. Anybody, if there is any tampering, because they're checked for their programs before they get locked up. So it has to be somebody on the election board if they are electronically tampered with, and it's a closed loop system. But still, what you don't know is when they leave the poll, they don't go straight to the election board. They go to, I think it was referred to as a satellite station, like a holding station, until all these different polls come to there, and then they bring them over all at once. Well, they're getting changed. Wake up. Oh, they have trusted party members from both sides. The parties are one, okay? The person is pre-selected. This Democrat's pre-selected, or this Republican for this position. They're all pre-selected. So when it gets over there, they take them in the back room and they change them. They got the machines to change them. That's why the damn satellite things, the satellite holding stations, are so secret. And they don't tell the public. Yeah, they're all in on it. And that's how it gets changed. They can just change the percentages, reprint the audit trails and the stat packs. Done. Special machines do it quick. And, how much they change? I don't know. But, yeah, that's what's going to happen. This time, I'm really ashamed. We all vote for a reason on the same day, and they don't release poll results. Well, with all these people voting, well, sure, the electronic ones are all counted. All you got to do is stick a stat pack in and read it. And they say they're opening the absentee ballots, but not counting them. Well, bullshit. They're counting them, and then they adjust the advertising and release all the different scams and negative advertising to help go whatever direction they want. When they get them close, and then they can bring in the election board fraud, and they can finish it off. So anyway, I didn't put anything on GoFundMe or anything. If there's corporations, mega churches, philanthropists, organizations, I could use some help. I could use a doctor that's not going to malpractice me. And an attorney, obviously, to clear my name and get all this shit done. I don't know. Anyway, my phone number. Yeah, don't put your phone number out on the net. My phone number is 314-606-5403. Call me. I'm going to put this on Facebook, and I'm going to put it on YouTube. And again, my number is 314-606-5403. My email, mserati, as in Mark Serati, mserati, M-S-E-R-A-T-I, at sbcglobal.net. I hope I hear from you. I don't care. If you got something to share with me, you got questions, you want to call me names, call me a conspiracy theorist, you do whatever the hell you want, okay? And I need to warn you, though, too. My phones are tapped. My email goes to an FBI server. And it's been that way for a long, long time. I just say, well, I can't. I will keep the F word out of it. Whatever. They can have intercourse with themselves over there. They're all criminals. The two parties need to be removed because they work as one, they act as adversaries, and they have the public act like idiots. Oh, conservative, liberal. Really? Get over it. If you're partisan, you got the wrong impression. That's all I can say. They have different platforms on paper. They have the same agenda. That's why we're actually 25 trillion in debt. 20 on the books, 5 in the Fed on the balance sheets that they're hiding from the scam, mortgage scam, and then you have we have even more because they were kind of hiding themselves as private buyers over in Belgium, the central banks, the EU banks. So yeah, we don't even know how much in debt we're at. I could probably fix, and I'm not egotistical. There's probably 1 million people that could fix all the problems in this country. I don't think we were bankrupt in 2007, so I don't think we could actually. Anybody can claim that they can fix the economy or the national debt ever, because we've already passed that red line, and we don't even know how much we've passed it. So anyway, once again, Mark Cerati, 314. Thinking of my phone number here. 314-606-5403. M Cerati, M-S-E-R-A-T-I at sbcglobal.net. I ask you to share this. I do. I mean, my friends, my family, anybody. Just please share it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not allowed to work. I'm listed as a terrorist. Even if I was, I'm not going to get a job. I'm on all the secret databases that Human Resources Corp use. I can work for myself, but then they're going to nail me if I work under the table. And they put me on Social Security as a terrorist. Isn't that sweet? You know, since 2005. If I make a little, they take in taxes. They tax everything and take it. If I make a lot, they take me off Social Security and they will completely disenfranchise me again and I'll be destitute. I need an attorney. I don't know what the rules are. And I don't know what the hidden rules are and the loopholes and so yeah, I could use an attorney. I don't think there is an ethical one in the country. Sorry guys and ladies, but I don't think there is. I went through them for years. I went across the country. When I had money, you know, Saddam had 1,400 people willing to represent him as the defendant for nerve gassing people for free. I couldn't pay an attorney to stop the United States government from doing it to Americans. Yeah, so yeah, I kind of lost faith. I kind of lost faith in this country. And that's another thing, too. Don't be jumping people that don't want to do the Pledge of Allegiance or they don't want to stand for the national anthem. Get over it. They're probably just smarter than you. That's all I can say, because our government are terrorists. I want nothing to do with this terrorist friggin' government. Nothing. And what does the flag represent? It doesn't represent our military. It doesn't represent just our government. It represents our country. And we have a country and we're too scared to remove a terrorist government. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe, you know, you can argue it. If you want to, do it. It's a free country. And that's why we reserve the right of an opinion in this country. My opinion is, not till we change the government. Proud of the country, disgusted with our government, but yeah, we aren't doing anything about it, so I'm kind of not so proud of our country till we remove them, Democrats and Republicans, and we prosecute the ones that have committed terrorism and treason. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I don't think I'll see a dime or a phone call. I don't. I don't have any faith left in this country. Our churches or anybody, the government churches, the organizations that are hired to, I don't know, ACLU? Yeah, bull. Yeah, what I found out over the years is they're just out to raise money for themselves, and they do very, very little except cover for the government. And as a whistleblower, too, let me say that Snowden's not a whistleblower, okay? He was blowing the whistle on stuff that was blowing the whistle 10 years before and never got disclosed. Yeah, he was telling you were being spied on, which was already in the courts back in 2005, 6. Mark Klein was the first one to file about that from the server in San Francisco in 2003. Yeah, so, and some of the things that came out afterward were just downright ridiculous. They were actually comical. He's not a whistleblower; he's a government shill, which that's just a fact. If you know any whistleblowers, which most people don't, but yeah, they'll tell you he's not a whistleblower. He is a government shill. He told you they were spying on you, and then nothing happened. Nothing happened. They made it legal. The latest one was CISA. Yeah, I'm just a regular Cliff Clavin full of knowledge. Yeah, the last one that was CISA over in the last December, and that was the Cyber Information Sharing Act, which any ISP, any cell phone carrier can disclose anything they want that you put over the wire. Anything. They can tape your phone calls. They can do whatever. They are allowed, and they are allowed to share it with the entire government. And even if it's not something that you would consider secret or something prohibited from sharing, they got a blanket coverage. They can't be sued. So you might as well just say everything you do can be monitored and shared over any ISP or any cell carrier or any carrier, even landlines. Yes, they can. So, yeah, keep an eye out. Yeah, I think I will. Anyway, I don't know. I'd like some encouragement. If you can't share this, please. If I have to move to a foreign country, my kids are now, I wanted to be around the country, and it pretty much exhausted all my resources and to hang around. They got their undergrads. They're both working on grads. I'm very proud of my two boys. Very proud. They're great kids. Smart. Intelligent. Yep, they are. And hardworking. But, it's gotten to that point. They never could explain me. My friends can't explain me. You can't tell somebody, well, yeah, he's a terrorist. What's he do? That's how ridiculous it is. I'm an embarrassment to this country. One of the biggest. I'm supposed to be on the White House shit list, as two attorneys told me a long time ago, and I'm never getting off. So, yeah, maybe Putin will give me friggin' citizenship over in Russia like he did Seagal today. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But, yeah, please share it. Make it viral. They'll try to stop it. They don't want people to know this. And I'm going to make some other videos on specific subjects on how to fix things. Instead of just fixing the symptoms from the problems these terrorists created in D.C. It's just wrong. So, hey, bless you. Have a great day. And, yeah, if you share it, please. Okay? Thanks.